Hi everyone, it's Derek from the iReady podcast here, and I still can't quite believe I'm going to say this, but this is my reaction to the 2-2 draw with Borussia Dortmund tonight, which meant the 6-4 win on aggregate to put us through to the last 16 of the Europa League. Just sensational. I've had to calm down, I've been shaking, I've been emotional, I've had to upgrade from a Strongbow Rosé from last night to a whiskey, and I'm not even a whiskey drinker here because I'm just a mess, because that is absolutely, I'm just gobsmacked by that. I really am. I'm going to try and put out something coherent right now, but I'm just still at a loss about it. What a team, what a performance. It was always going to be uphill after once the first half ended. We thought we're not going to make this, as we're fighting an uphill struggle here. They're on the ascendancy. One change from Gio, some immense performances from the team in the second half, and we came out 2 each. Really, it should have been a 3-2 win, apart from a ridiculous, utterly scandalous VAR decision. But we'll get into that as I go on along this. But we had the same team that lined up against Dortmund last week, and we had one change from the Dundee United game, which was Barisic in for Helander, who obviously isn't in the Euro squad. So we lined up McGregor, Tavernier, Goldson, Bassey, Barisic, Lundstrom, Jack, Aribo, Arfield, Kent and Morelos. On the subs bench we had McLaughlin, McCrory, Balogun, King, Davis, Kamara, Sands, Lowry, Ahmad, Wright, Roof and Sakala. So, as we expected, Dortmund going for it from minute one, and they were the far better team in the first half. That's not to say it was really backs against the wall. Well, for the first 40 minutes, that is. They had some chances, with McGregor having to make great saves. They had pretty much all the possession. We were getting pegged back. They were right on us as soon as we got the ball. And certainly in the last kind of 5 minutes and plus injury time, we were on the back foot because they were 2-1 at that point, but we were going to be struggling in the second half if they kept that up. They had an early chance on the 4th minute. It was a corner from the right into the back post. Morelos tries to header it, misses, bounces right in front of Bellingham, who hit it off his shin and off the post. We tried to clear it, went back to Dortmund, crossed into the left. The ball bounces out of play, but it was deemed play on for some weird reason. Nothing given there. The defenders, all our defenders, stop expecting that. We had a go at Ahmad for doing that the other day there, and the ball ricochets off a few players and eventually cleared. I mean, the replay showed it was clearly out. Really poor linesman, but poor defending, all from a set piece again, and we never played to the whistle. Dortmund had a couple of chances on the 17th and 18th minute, but we defended them well, but again showing you that they were going for it, and we were defending resolutely at that point. However, the game changed on the 21st minute with those 3 words you love to hear: penalty to Rangers. Dortmund gave the ball away on the right, we get the ball to Kent on the left, cuts inside the box, then turns to go outside the box and was tripped. A stonewall penalty. Up steps Tavernier and he puts it right down the middle and sends the keeper to the right the wrong way. Brilliant penalty. Just after that, in the 25th minute, Dortmund had a blistering shot in the box. Great save by McGregor. He didn't need to move, mind you, but he had to react to it. And then 31st minute, Bellingham made it 1 each. The ball was played into the box from the right. Goldson sticks his foot out, goes right to Bellingham, who is with him, and slots the ball to the side of McGregor. Really pish poor defending from Goldson there. Needs to be switched on, and that's the thing. He can be such a great defender, and he has these wee moments of sleepiness, and he just turns off, and that what led to a goal. You can't really do that at this level. Right after that, though, on the 35th minute, was some lovely play from Jack, using his strength to win the ball, gets into the box, slides it to Arfield, who takes it on further. He really should have squared it. That's another thing we got on about Ahmad for the weekend there. He was greedy, he tries to shoot it himself, the keeper gets a block, rebounds off the defender, out to Morelos, who has a rocket of a shot, and it was off the line of the defender, so really nearly back in front straight away there, which was good to see. However, in typical fashion, we went behind ourselves on the 42nd minute, and Dortmund made it 2-1. The ball in from the right, Goldson sticks a shitey leg out to try and clear it, flicks off his leg to the far post, the Dortmund player picks up, crosses back in on the deck, and it was a simple tap in. Really poor defending. That was the difference between tonight and last week. Is last week it was two great goals by them, this week it was 2 really poor defensive mistakes. Just before half time, Dortmund had another big chance, and they get the ball on the left. The boy drops his shoulder, cuts it back, our defender slides it in, and the Dortmund player shanks it wide at the near post. Had he went across goal, I'm pretty certain that would have been 3-1. Living dangerously there. And then McGregor had a decent save a couple of minutes later, and that was half time. So certainly At that point, half time, I'm glad it came because we were on the back foot, really constant pressure there. I thought we were going to lose another goal there towards the end. Clearly, they were very dangerous, as they should be, spending £200-300 million on their team. We needed to slow the game down, I felt, get some possession. That was the thing, we were losing the ball too quickly. Cut out the mistakes at the back. We've shown in the rare occasion that when we do get forward, we can create our own danger, which was shown in the first leg as well. So it was going to be a very long second half. However, a masterstroke by Van Bronckhorst here. Barisic on, Balogun came on. Barisic did take a knock in the knee, and obviously hindsight, but at the time didn't know if that he was taken off from that. And what a difference that made. It was like a new team, solid in the back, weren't making the same issues, and our wide players were getting down the wing, and they were incredible. Tavernier was outstanding. Bassey, he has just made that position his own now. He has to start because he was immense. Both of them we'll see for the goals we scored as well. But just to summarise, Dortmund, they had a lot of possession, but as soon as they got to our final third, it was completely snuffed out. We done our job absolutely fantastically there. We did have a wee scare at the first, in the 49th minute though, where McGregor passes to Balogun at the edge of the box. Balogun had his back to goal and was being closed down, and he eventually got the ball away, just getting rid of the ball. But it was really poor from McGregor there, as he's facing outwards. He knows where the player is. Balogun doesn't, and he shouldn't have passed to him. He should have just hoofed it up the park. So poor from McGregor there. But we were getting forward a lot more, we were creating some chances. Granted, they weren't putting the keeper under pressure, but at least it was more possession, more chances going forward. And, you know, obviously Dortmund still had to push up at this point because they were trailing 5-4 in aggregate. Morelos made the keeper make a save on the 56th minute, and then, amazingly, on the 57th minute, we drew the game level to 2 each, with Tavernier scoring and making it 6-4 on aggregate. Bassey, absolutely immense, getting harried all the way, but he's shown some outstanding strength, gets to the touchline, plays a great cross in, missed by the defender and Morelos as well, right to the back post to Tavernier, who very skillfully shoots it into the back of the net. I think it was on the half volley. Amazing goal. The place was going absolutely wild at that point. So was I think I woke up my daughter. My wife's raging at me, but as I said in the tweet, I don't care whatsoever at that point. Couple more chances for each team as well, and then the biggest scandal of the lot was on the 66th minute when we scored a goal, but it was ruled out by VAR. Sorry, it wasn't ruled out by VAR, it was ruled out by a referee who can't interpret what a foul is. An absolute scandalous decision. Kent, who actually scored it, but there was a pass from midfield backwards by Dortmund. It was a slack pass which Morelos robs the defender. Morelos' foot was down, no contact by Morelos whatsoever. Their defender goes down. Morelos gets the ball forward. It was effectively 2v0. Kent running alongside it. Morelos held it up, squared it to Kent for a tap-in. There was Dortmund were going mental at this point. They thought it was a foul. A lengthy VAR check, and the ref rules a foul. An absolute joke of a decision. Even worse was the fact that not all angles were shown to the referee. We seen that because the TV cameras were actually on the VAR screen, and we were seeing exactly what the referee was seeing. There is absolutely no point in VAR if they're only going to show one angle. What is the point? That is the whole point of VAR, is so that the referee can see things from different angles to get a better perspective on it. I mean, it was clearly it wasn't a foul to begin with, even from just the TV pictures, never mind a close-up from the front. But when you seen the replay a few minutes later, which the referee never seen in the VAR screen, it was quite clear that the Dortmund player had kicked Morelos. For that to be ruled not a goal and that to be ruled a foul is nothing short of absolutely abysmal. That is something that I've said all along. VAR's certainly helped us. We need it in the Scottish game, but VAR is sometimes only as good as what the referee viewing it is, and then it doesn't help when he's not seeing every single angle at it. An absolute joke. That's why I'm taking this result as a 3-2 victory, not a 2-each draw. That's another story anyway. I'm not going to take that away from what the performance was in the second half. Just after that, Arfield came off for Kamara with another wee claim for a penalty in the 78th minute, when Goldson lofted the ball into the box from the right. Tavernier running into the box, slight touch by the defender, probably correctly given because I don't think there was enough contact there for me. Dortmund never really created many clear-cut chances. They had a few crosses in that were ran wide. They had a few shots that went well over. There was a header as well over the bar. 91st minute as well, sensational from Kent on the left side with at the halfway line, taking on two players, driving it forward and hitting a shot, but saved from the keeper. He had a lot of work to do, so let them away with that one there. I mean, see, for the last kind of 15-20 minutes, I was absolutely bricking it, and we had a 2-goal cushion as well, but it was so nervy. It was just a strain to watch. I couldn't watch some of it sometimes, but we got there in the end with an absolute sensational performance. It really was. You know, all eyes were on this game because of what happened in the first leg. We have now just put out the favourites to win this tournament. Does that make us now the favourites? I do not know, but certainly nobody is going to want to play us now. That was an outstanding 2-legged affair from Rangers. As I said, that was a 3-2 victory for us tonight, regardless of what the scoreline says. The fact that we beat them convincingly in the first leg as well, away from home to a very notorious place to go, that is just something that will live in the memory forever, because that is a piece of history right there. That is going to take a long time to sink in. I really don't care now who we get in the next round. We have done the job tonight. We have made a massive name for ourselves. Not that we weren't a massive name before, but for us to take that scalp the way we played as well is nothing short of absolutely astounding. I am so proud to be a Rangers fan. Every single person tonight should be so proud to be a Rangers fan, because that will live long in the memory. Obviously, it sets us up for the next game at the weekend, which is on Sunday, which is at home against Motherwell. Another vital game, goes without saying. You know, that game will hopefully take care of itself, and hopefully we don't have another European hangover like we did against Dundee United there. So I'll be back with a post-match after that game, and Dave and I plan to be recording on Tuesday night, so we'll be back with another podcast out before the St Johnstone game on Wednesday night. So enjoy the rest of your night. I'm going to finish my whiskey. Thanks for listening, and goodbye.